First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this is Brother Dawaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And wow, I was sitting up here looking through the YouTube channels and this popped up on one of on my feed. You know how it sit up here shows, it sit up here say some channels will pop up and they say you might have an interest in. And this one caught my attention by the Young Turks. And as you see the video, the title of that video is like Proud Boy. If Trump loses this election, there will be riots. I guarantee it. And it definitely caught my attention. Hey, these motherfucking Egyptians, these Edomites are ready to go against each other hard, real hard. And I would advise brothers to listen to this whole 6 minutes. As you see, it says The Young Turks. You see the title of the video. It's only 6 minutes long. I would advise brothers to listen to the whole thing. I'm only going to play the middle part of it, like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, because what he says is like, man, true meat. Man, he hits it hard. And the other thing we always sit up here and say is, hey, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. That's 2 Corinthians 2:11. We understand that, hey, these Proud Boys, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, all these guys, could be paid provocateurs, paid agitators, just paid to do some opposition. But the thing is, don't think for 1 second that a lot of these people that's out here, a lot of these Edomites, especially in them southern states, straight Trump supporters, don't think like what this guy's saying. Hey, shit can hit the fan at any moment. And all the things that he's saying, all it's doing is just stirring the pot. Just think of America right now as one big powder keg with gasoline poured all around it and everybody holding a match to see who's going to drop it first, because that's all it is. This place about to get ready to go kaboom. But with that, man, I'm going to sit up here and let this guy play, and I'm going to get a few scriptures.
To me, when you saw Trump and president, Korea backed down, Russia backed down, everybody backed down. There was peace everywhere. The second Biden got into office, war was talked about everywhere. Now we're at a point where they're talking about World War III. Now we got people coming in. We have actual terrorists coming through our border into our country right in front of Biden's face, and he's doing nothing about it. He can bring all of his troops over here all he wants, because that's what they are. All these immigrants coming in through the border, all the men, they're all military. It's been noted and documented. He's bringing people over here to start and get votes, to lock up every patriot, to make it so that we can't even organize as a group anymore.
What is your group? Because I see the D for Detroit Tigers up there.
We're Proud Boys. We don't hide from anywhere, anybody. We're out here. We have no reason to hide. But the second they decide they want to try and pass this bill, they're taking a direct shot at the Constitution when they do that. And when they do that, they're doing that to every American, including the police, National Guard, everybody. You don't want to take on your own country. We're at that tipping point right now between the U.S. citizens and our government where they're treading a very thin line with a lot of people. A lot of people. People that are way bigger than anybody else that is out here right now, including us.
So where is that happening? Like, where, for people who aren't aware of that, where would they feel it or know it?
Oh, they're not going to feel it. They won't feel it until it actually happens. When the government decides they want to cross that line, they'll find out.
And you think it's close?
Depends on how this election goes.
What if Donald Trump were to lose? If he were to lose again, what would that mean?
This country would go to complete
Well, I don't need to play no more. Y'all heard what he said. This country would go to complete shit. He's already sitting up here saying, man, they right at that point, man, where it's bubbling over. So with that, man, let me grab a couple of scriptures. The first scripture I want to sit up here and grab is Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And just like Yahweh Shah was talking to them evil ass Pharisees back then. So how much more Esau, Edom's kingdom, the Edomites' kingdom? These motherfuckers are totally against each other. These motherfucking Proud Boys and all these other motherfuckers, man, them southern motherfuckers, man, they totally against Biden, man. Can't stand them. You got all these hardcore Trump supporters, and a lot of them waiting. Man, to see how this fake ass election goes. People still too stupid to sit up here and say they vote don't even count. It doesn't matter. It's make believe, pretend. But hey, whatever. I don't give a shit. I can't wait till this shit pop off. But that's the whole point, man. These motherfuckers ready, man. They ready to get down. They are ready to get down. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 1. Start at 1. This is Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols. Let me say that again. This is Isaiah 19 and 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Yeah, the idols being moved, the heart being melt. What's that going to be? The nuclear missiles. When Yahweh Shah break those clouds, man, with the nuclear missiles and that concentrated laser fire from them chariots, man, this place is about to be put through, finito and finished. But the point here is Isaiah 19 and 2, and I will set Egyptian against Egyptian, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, and city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And hey, this guy right here, that's exactly what he's talking about, man. A lot of people are against this government. A lot of people are just totally separated and divided against each other, man, about Biden and about Trump, man. You got a lot of that separation going on. And not only that, he did speak about the immigrants, man. He sit up here and mentioned how these guys are military coming over here, and how he sit up here and mentioned that some of them are terrorists. These motherfuckers, man, pissed off. And like I said before, man, whether he's paid opposition or not, it doesn't matter. There are people who's thinking just like he is. Point blank, period. And I'm quite sure in that group that he's in, there's going to be hardcore Americans, man, that's ready to get down and get busy. Point blank, period, man. But with that, man, let me sit up here and go to this. I had this pulled up. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Hey, it's going to be pain and motherfucking destruction coming to this place, man. Woe to the world. You're about to have a lot of suffering out here, a lot of pain, especially over here in America, aka Babylon the Great, man. These people over here just too comfortable and too on some bullshit. But this is 2nd Esdras 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. The modern day sword is a gun, but hey, these people gonna have swords, machetes, knives, bats, pipes, chains, brass knuckles, and all sorts of shit they're gonna be beating each other with, pounding the fuck out of each other. Gonna be a bloody free fall over here. And we always say what's gonna happen with you women. It's gonna not be good. This 2nd Esdras 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in his power. What did that guy say? Hey, if Trump don't get in, guess what? That's sedition, insurrection. All of it's coming, man. These motherfuckers ready to pounce. They ready to do, hardcore Trump supporters. And that Constitution, man. These motherfuckers ready to die for that Constitution, man. Biden sitting up here always talking about coming for these guys' guns. What you think is going to happen? Hey, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say over a year ago, a dude said, hey, if you going to come for my gun, come on. Come on up on my porch and see what happened. Hey, these motherfuckers waiting, man. 2nd Esdras 15 and 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And a lot of men going to be afraid during that time. And hey, shall be desired to go into a city. That martial law, too. A lot of people ain't going to be able to go no goddamn where, man. Going to be too afraid to even step out the crib. And that goes from the man, too. All these tough motherfuckers walking around here thinking they Billy Badass. Well, you're about to just find out there's motherfuckers way worse than you. 10 times, 20 times worse than you. 2 Esdras 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. That great tribulation, that lack of bread, all that shit is coming. Spoil their goods with the sword. And just think about it. When they say spoil their goods, it just don't mean money. It just don't mean food. It don't mean just your resources. It mean your wives, your mothers, your daughters. They coming. Your sisters, they're coming. They coming. We always sit up here and say, you women that walk around here with a lot of pride, your pride is about to get knocked down 1,000 notches. Trust me, it's coming. But with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and Anya Habatam Akim. Shalom.